Testing, testing. Okay, ladies and germs, back again with another video, and today we're looking at the Reolink E1 Zoom security camera. Now I have previously reviewed the Reolink Argus PT with the solar panel, and that was a great product. Links down below if you do want to check out that video, and links around here somewhere as well. But today we're talking about the Reolink E1 Zoom. Now the E1 Zoom hits the mark in its own category, and that category is really the PTZ category, PTZ depending on where you are, but PTZ simply stands for pan, tilt, and zoom. And the E1 Zoom, zoom being the keyword, it's in the name, it's in the product, it's what it's all about, has some great features. But first I do want to quickly get the specs out of the way. It has what Reolink are calling a 5 megapixel Super HD camera. It has 3 times optical zoom, pan, tilt, and zoom functions, which I mentioned earlier. Operates on 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz frequencies. Has two-way audio and siren capabilities as well. It's got everything you would want in a smart camera. Now just quickly, the setup and installation of the E1 Zoom was really easy. I mean, these smart cameras from Reolink, they talk to you while you're setting them up, so they tell you what the next step is through the speaker.
Please run the Reolink app, add the camera and set it up.
Now, if you've already got a Reolink camera in your house, then there's going to be a 2-minute process for you to set up the second camera. If it's your first time installing one, you're going to have to create a Reolink account and then download the app and install the app, and it takes a couple of minutes longer, but it's still a very simple process. Like I said, the cameras speak to you and tell you what to do next, so happy days with that. It's really simple. Now there's always the usual features with security cameras, and they're things like notifications, pan and tilt, siren, two-way audio. These things are pretty standard within most security cameras. And then there's some features that give you that little extra. A bragging point if you want, like you're all standing around talking about your security cameras, you say, well, mine has a zoom function, or mine is battery powered. And every little camera has its selling point, and the E1 Zoom, there's a couple of good features that I think really make it stand out from its competitors. Now the first one is probably not what you're thinking I'm going to say, and it's not the zoom is not the first point I want to talk about. It's actually the advanced settings within the camera menu. Now you can change your exposure settings, your white balance settings, your digital noise reduction, your backlighting. You can change all these settings from within the application. Now most security cameras, you can't change those settings. You just get whatever image you pick up through your lens. But not with the E1 Zoom. You can actually go in and fine tune your image to get the best image quality you can get out of your camera. And now that's a real asset, especially when we go to the second point that I think is a real selling point for the E1 Zoom, and that is the zoom function. Like I said, it's in the name, it's what it's all about, is that zoom function. But with the zoom on the E1 Zoom, you can actually have 3 times optical zoom, and then once you zoom in, you can actually adjust your focus point, focus on the foreground or the background, or in the distance depending on where you want your shot to be focused on. Now, for example, I have this camera set up smack bang in the middle of my garage. You can see the garage nice and clear. It zooms in well for the garage situation. Now, if I open the garage doors, I can actually zoom out 3 times and then focus on what is in the driveway. Now, not a lot of security cameras do offer that, and if they do, the image becomes a lot blurrier and has a lot more grain to it. And that's not the case with the E1 Zoom, because you can zoom in and you can also refocus on your subject. And I believe this is possible due to the 2.8 aperture lens and the CMOS sensor that we have on board. So you really can adjust the settings that work best for you with this camera. You're going to get the best possible image you can at this price point because of all those extra settings within the application that make the camera so capable. Now the E1 Zoom also comes with privacy mask, just like the Argus PT that I reviewed earlier, so you can block out parts of the camera you don't want to be picked up or recorded. It also has other features like a siren, recording to an SD card, playback, notifications, camera share, and so on. So there is all the usual functions and then some. Now the application from Reolink is always easy to use. It's never clunky and I've never had it force close on me at any time. It is really straightforward and easy to understand. If you want to change the display setting, it's right there in the menu, you press display. If you want to change the notifications, you just press notifications and you go in and adjust when and how you receive those notifications. There's no hidden menus, everything is nice and easy to understand. Now you can also slip in an SD card and just have continuous recording whenever the motion is triggered. And once the SD card gets full, it will just rewrite over the top of itself. So overall, the Reolink E1 Zoom is a versatile camera and it is easy to operate. I think they're two of the key functions there that you want within a security camera. It is definitely well priced and something you need to be considering if you are in the market for a new security camera. Now I know people that have a lot of Reolink cameras, and I know people that have TP-Link cameras, and no one is unhappy with their product. It's going to be what works best for you and your budget, and I really think that Reolink are really smashing ahead with some good products here. I think they've got more products coming out on the market shortly, so stay tuned. There will be more Reolink reviews coming. But that's it for the Reolink E1 Zoom. It's a definite thumbs up from me. Design, installation, use, key features, everything is right where it should be for that price, and I'm really stoked with the product itself. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Check out. Now, big shout out to Reolink for sending out the product, much appreciated. This channel wouldn't survive without companies like Reolink supporting us, so thank you Reolink, great job. Don't forget guys, questions down below, any questions about the Reolink E1 Zoom, you just hit me up and I will do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'll do some research for you. Have you hit the subscribe button yet? If you have, thank you. And if you haven't, please do. And don't forget to hit the bell icon.